Lord, what's going down, T subs and T squads too? The grind don't stop, apparently. So like I said, I had to download the Bravo app to let y'all have Horses Family Matters because it really don't. Earlier this morning, and I used another credit to go on ahead to give y'all these damn stinking ass salt wives, girl, because they got a lot going on right now. Um, so when by the time y'all see this, y'all are gonna see this Tuesday, which is tomorrow, because I dubbed that the designated day for these salt wives anyhow. So yeah. So let's get on down to these salt wives. This is season 2, episode 15. The Miseducation of Mary Crosby. I appreciated the title name. I thought it was cute. So Heather buys her business partner a brand new vehicle, which I thought was absolutely great of Heather to do. She did not have to do that. And it's just one of the many reasons why I see it for Heather. She's not selfish and she don't mind looking out for her peoples, and I can rock with that. Shout out to my friend. And Lisa was scrubbing toilets. Y'all want to know why I don't get about people with money? I just feel like even though I have the money, I wouldn't waste it. And if you hire bitches to clean your house, they're sure going to clean up behind them. It's just a waste of money. You may as well save your money and clean your own damn house. But that's just me. If you got the money to blow like that, girl, you ain't gonna miss it. So fine. Go on ahead and clean up behind the cleaning people that you're paying for. Idiot. Moving on. So Jeannie goes to see Dewey down to the office for lunch, and she tells her about her faux luncheon that she had, which was really messy. And I don't know why she thought it was gonna get nowhere, but fine, Jeannie. And she also brings up Mary's comments about the whole slanted eye type deal. Listen, if somebody from another culture tells you that what you thought was a compliment actually turns out to be offensive to them, to their culture, and where they're from, the best thing to do is just apologize. That's just the way I look at it. Like if somebody tells you, I appreciate that, but back in my culture, what you said is actually considered offensive, just apologize and move on. It doesn't have to be everything that a lot of y'all are making it out to be. But whatever, we'll move on and we'll get there when we get there. So Mary meets up with Meredith for lunch. Again, this is one of these situations where, because in my opinion, I don't find nothing genuine about Mary and Meredith's relationship. Now, I don't think it's disingenuous coming from Meredith's side. I do think it's disingenuous coming from Mary's side, but not Meredith. But at the end of the day, it's just like this little camaraderie that they're trying to build with each other. It's like they're polar opposites. Like I just do not feel if they had cameras following them on this show that they would ever be friends in real life. I don't get that, but it is what it is, child. So Mary doesn't like the way that Jeannie came at her, saying that whatever the hell it was that she said about Jen is none of her business. And you're right. But at the same time, Mary, and Jeannie called you out about this on the last episode. I'm glad she did. If you go come up here and you're going to say that you are a true believer in Christ and you believe everything that you preach to these people Sunday after Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and blah, 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 then it's just like at the end of the day, then you should just be honest. You were sitting down. You were the main one. You and Meredith both were the main one that was sitting down, running down on Shawshank, talking about how y'all know she guilty and how fucked up of a person that she was. You were the main one leading that. So then for you to turn around and then want to sit up and say, well, I want to show her grace and be there for her. Nah, bitch, that's fake. Because just the night before, you were sitting around there talking about somehow she deserves to go to jail. So how do we go from she deserves everything she got, she deserves to go to jail, she deserves to lose her family, to now, oh, I just want you to know I'm here for you if you need me, and blah, 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 blah. Mary, shut your ass up. And for everybody that's getting under my comments trying to take up for Mary when it comes down to the whole Jeannie thing and, you know, the slanted eyes and all of that, y'all hoes can kiss my ass. Like I don't get how people can prioritize. Never mind. Whatever. I don't at me and nothing in these comments, okay? Leave your funky ass comments down below, and if I should see it, I see it. Don't at me in a damn thing, especially when you're talking a bunch of bullshit like y'all been doing in my comments. Moving on. Before y'all make me mad, and this ain't my house. Uh, Meredith says that Lisa's compassion for Shawshank is bothering her, and if they was best friends the way they said with her, blah, if they were best friends the way Lisa's saying that they are, she would have took up for Miss Burkisha and had her side. Listen, I hear you, Meredith, but at the same time, let's not act like Miss Burkisha was innocent because she really wasn't. And let's not sit here and act like Miss Burkisha is just some poor defenseless child that Shawshank came after. Now, Shawshank was wrong as two left shoes for liking and retweeting homophobic tweets about Miss Burkisha. And I'm totally on your side with that. And if that's what you're mad at, Meredith, I'm fine with that. But don't try to make it seem as if she came after Miss Burkisha and she was helpless, because she wasn't. She wasn't. He was saying little slick shit back to Shawshank. And this isn't me taking up for Shawshank either, but this is me being real. Let's not sit up and act like Miss Burkisha was not sitting up last season, constantly being all up and through y'all damn business, which is the main reason why, Meredith, I was the one kept telling you Miss Burkisha don't need to be up here, because Miss Burkisha is not the cast member. You are. We saw way more confessionals of Miss Burkisha than we ever did of you last season. That was my whole thing. See, I was trying to help you out from all of that. Was Shawshank still wrong? Absolutely. But don't try to make it seem as if she came from Miss Burkisha out of nowhere, because she didn't. Stop trying to use him as whatever. You being there for your son. I'll let you have it, Meredith, because I like Meredith. And another thing, Meredith, you claim that you are so good when it comes at meeting people and good discernment and things like that. But I don't see how in the very well hell you could when you came up here being real besties with Lisa and that bitch ain't shit. Now, second season, you sitting up here putting yourself in the crossfire for Mary, and that bitch ain't been shit since before season 1 came out. I don't know. I'm just saying, a lot of y'all sit up and say that y'all got the third eye and all of this, and y'all like to prioritize what's fake, what ain't, what's real, what's this, and fine, whatever. So Lisa helping Jack getting ready for the prom, and Lisa is a very narcissistic person if I have ever seen it. Like, Lisa straight up hijacked that moment from Jack, and I didn't like it. Now, the whole thing about the photo shoot and you trying to teach him how to pose, that's cute. But it was just, it became very overbearing. It became very overbearing, and it was just, Lisa is a narcissist dream child, I swear. But whatever, girl. Her and Melody got that in common. But we're gonna move on. So, so Whitney and Heather meet up to get her launch together, because y'all know she's rebranding, and she has a rebranding launch coming up actually later on in the episode. So Whitney says that they ran through their entire savings when it came down to this whole rebranding of her Wild Rose Cosmetics and things like that. And she admitted that it did cause some issues between them. Now, I really hate to do this, because y'all know my most two favorite up there, well, three favorite, well, my favorites up there has always been Heather, Whitney, and Meredith. And I really hate to do this, but see, if I get up here and give tea talks about Mary in that cult that she is in charge of around there, it's no shade, Whitney, but this is what the people are saying, that your husband was being sued for a money scheme. Now, this came back out in December 13th. And I tried so hard to skate around that because I really didn't want to talk about that. But considering the fact that, you basically got up here and all but admitted that because you basically ran through y'all entire savings, and how your husband is walking around here saying, what about your kids? I want to leave something for my kids in case something happens, blah, blah, blah. And then now we're seeing that he's being sued for a money laundering scheme. I mean, I'm just saying, I'm going to let that go. I just wanted y'all to know I heard it. I saw it. I read it. I'm just choosing to turn a blind eye. Moving on. So Whitney tells her about the meeting with Lisa that she had, and how feeling like Mary and Meredith might have something to do with Shawshank's arrest. And, Heather all but co-signed it. As much as I don't see it for Mary, y'all know I don't like that bitch. And y'all know I live for Meredith down. I don't believe Mary was the one that tipped off anybody. I don't believe that. And my still, and maybe I'm being naive, but in my personal opinion, I still feel like it was one of those late ass producers that wanted this to be captured on show, that wanted this to be captured on film because they knew that it could be made into a big thing. And this is what season 2 was going to be about. And if y'all look back at it, that's what it's been. This whole season 2 has been nothing but the anticipation of seeing Shawshank get arrested, down to the beauty lab, and all of the rest of that shit. So while I don't see it from y'all know I do not see it for her at all. I'm not giving Mary that much credit, or Meredith for that matter. I don't bit more believe that they was the ones that tipped off the cops. I don't. I personally still felt like it was one of the messiest producers. But y'all drop down in the comments. Y'all can argue about that amongst yourselves. But me being Nancy Drew, get my Nancy Drew on, I don't think it was either of them. Well, y'all talk about that amongst yourselves. So, Shawshank's mom, Charlene, comes to check up on her while they do something for charity. Do y'all? That's the quickest way to let a bitch know that you're guilty. It's the first thing that y'all want to go and do is do some shit for charity. Jen, your ass been up here since season 1, and you ain't gave a flying fuck about the homeless, about the less depraved, about people on the streets, people on the corners, people sleeping in tent city. You ain't give a damn about none of them people. Now that your shit done got drudged up about you, and then that you could face over 20 years, now you want to sit up here and try to act like you this model citizen and all the rest of that. Girl, sit down somewhere. Moving on. So Whitney's rebranded launch. First of all, Whitney looked absolutely stunning in that red dress she had on. I thought the red was just stunning. I lived for it. I lived for it and the purse. It was real cute. I was down for it. Mary is a horrible soul. All right, Mary is miserable. She horrible. She ornery. She old. She elderly. She tired. She a proud car carrier member of the AARP committee, right along with her damn granddaddy / husband, Uncle Grandpa ass. So because you couldn't find no place to hang your coat, that made the entire event horrible. Bitch, listen. You rich hoes and y'all problems kill me because I go to problems right down here and I work on the nurses and YouTube salary. And whatever shindig I go to, bitch, I'm responsible for my own damn coat. So I can't imagine being so big and so rich and so this and so that because a person ain't got a coat check, that now declassifies the whole damn shindig all in one. Mary, girl, you're in that tacky ass 101 Dalmatian coat. Girl, please. Don't nobody want your tacky ass fashions in their closet mixing and mingling in with their shit any damn way. Moving on. So Meredith getting upset when she sees Shawshank. Listen, at the end of the day, Meredith, both of y'all are on the same damn reality show. All right. So you just gonna have to get the fuck over that shit, Meredith. Don't nobody take you seriously when it comes to that anyway. And you still showed the hell up knowing that there was a chance that Jen was gonna be there. So, I mean, at this point, yeah, you put your pussy and your titties on the table, but it obviously ain't mean that much because this is now a second time where something huge done happened and Jen ass was there. You ain't got that much pull as you think you do, Meredith. Don't get me wrong. I love you down. You know that. But come on, just get over it. Get over it. Get over it, especially considering the fact that you still found a way to pour something into Jen. It would seem to me if you really didn't give a fuck about her, you wouldn't have shit to say to that bitch. This is the second time. The first time you talked all that bull crap about how you mad that she showed up, but then yet you didn't mind giving her a hug and a kiss when you saw her. Now you sitting up here complaining in this instance, but then you had her back when it came down to it. So it's like, which one is it? I ain't gonna give you too much because, like I said, Meredith, I like you. I just gotta call it out. Anyway, so Jenny calls all the ladies over and she basically tells Mary about the slanted eye comments and how offensive that it was and this, that, and this. And it's just like, Mary, stop saying it. Stop saying it. Yeah, you may have thought that, you like slanted eyes and you didn't think that it was offensive, but it is. So stop saying it, please. Moving on. Meredith turns around and says that, I mean, to some people it can be offensive, but to her it's not. Meredith, listen, Meredith, do not sit up here and allow this phony ass alliance that you got with Mary turn you into somebody that I don't the fuck like. All right, because I kind of got a feeling that that's what's going on here. You getting way too chummy and buddy with Mary. And again, if you have this much discernment about people, you would have already known that Mary was full of shit. So it's just like, whatever, girl, whatever. So Jenny decides that she wants to give Mary her heels back. I don't find nothing wrong with that. I saw some people reviews and some people tried to make a big deal about that. Girl, ain't no big. Listen, look, okay. I understand Mary is the only black person that is on this cast. I get all of that. But Mary has done so much fucked up shit and done, I feel, put us back as a society and as a community for since season one. I mean, it's hard for me to sit up here and have her back. It is. It's hard for me to, especially when Mary tries so hard to shy away from the black and African communities. So it's just like, if y'all don't know what I'm talking about, go to season one when she said that bullshit about not wanting to pull up the 7-Elevens. Moving on. Because it's funny how everybody forgets that. Everybody forgets that. And because she's a black woman, we supposed to just take her side. No, fuck y'all. Moving on. Anyway, Lisa and Whitney call out Mary for her comment about Shawshank when she called Shawshank what she call her? A Mexican thug. It's not funny. I swear it's not funny. A heartless Mexican thug, may I add. Here is another time where Mary just sets the black African American women back. She do, because Mary sits up and talks so much shit about people behind their back, but when it gets brought up, she wants to turn around and say that she didn't say it. Listen, I chill around. Listen, real hoes do real things. All of my homegirls do not mind repeating a damn thing that they done said about a bitch. All right? Neither one of my best friends is scared to do that. My homegirl Tisha ain't scared to do that. If you walk up to them and ask them, what did you have to say about me? Them hoes gonna say it. All of this pussyfooting and backpedaling and coochie popping in the handstand that Mary got going on. Whatever, child. Mary, you said it. In a bit of anger, you said it. And you was wrong as two left shoes. You was. I mean, since we're going to talk about what's offensive, that was damn sure offensive, Mary. But whatever. Meredith calls out how some of them claiming to be Shawshank's friend, but they end up talking about her behind her back. And then for whatever reason, Mary decides to get up and leave, feeling like everybody is jumping on her, as they should, Mary, because you're a compulsive liar. You're the biggest liar up here on the thing, but you're supposed to be a servant of God. Again, I say, you're supposed to be a servant of God. You're supposed to be an elder. You're supposed to be a preacher. You're supposed to be the first lady. You be preaching the soul, preaching people's souls in heaven, and all of the rest of this. But you turned out to be the biggest liar than all these hoes up here. So, whatever. Whatever. Mary and Lisa talk, and Mary takes no responsibility for calling Shawshank a heartless Mexican thug, talking about something, you bringing me something that I said a week ago. I don't remember it, and blah, 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 blah. Mary, shut the fuck up. Mary, shut up. Mary, you remember exactly what you said about that woman verbatim. You mean to tell me you remember everything else that people has ever done to you, but you don't never remember shit that you done or you done said about other people, which goes back to what I said before about me not having Mary back about anything. Don't come to me with Mary about the whole black card and the black this and the black that. I don't want to hear that. I don't want to hear that. Mary is a liar and the truth ain't in her. And Meredith, I don't know why you choosing Mary to do this with, but it's going to come back to bite you in your ass, Meredith. It is. It is. Whatever this fake alliance is that you got, it's going to come out. One thing about it. But y'all, that's it. That's all I got. Last night's episode, I mean, it was fair. You know, I mean, it was all right. Did he give me a whole lot to talk about? Not at all. But I'm doing my due deals and I'm keeping it up. And so this is what this is. So y'all jump down in the comments. Y'all let me know what y'all think about it. I appreciate y'all running up the Hosha review, almost up to 3,000 views. And I just did it this morning. Totally appreciate y'all. Thank y'all for that. Y'all go on ahead and run these numbers up for this as well. And as always, like, share, rate. And most importantly, subscribe if you haven't already. Make sure to also subscribe to the Gags with T channel. I'm almost at 3K subscribers with that, which I appreciate. Definitely make sure y'all keep going around there, running those numbers up as well. And yeah, until next time, I'm gonna holler at y'all later. Bye.